3.7 KUFM with me, Gloria Vitalis, on your radio this Monday morning. All right, today is the 25th day in the month of July 2022, and it's a Monday. We'll be starting this month's review with stories from the Punch newspaper. All right, this one has the lead story. The back and forth between the two major political parties in Nigeria. PDP challenges Tinubu again, and APC says Asiwaju will floor Atiku. All right, checking out what this report says. The All Progressives Congress and its allied groups on Sunday said that the APC presidential candidate Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu would trounce his People's Democratic Party counterpart, former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, in any debate. But the People's Democratic Party restated its challenge to Tinubu that he should subject himself to an hour media interview to test if he would be mentally present to do so. While APC chieftains, including the National Publicity Secretary of the party, the President, the Director General of Asiwaju Tinubu presidential campaign, and Tinubu Mandates Group, as well as other group, say Tinubu can defeat or would defeat Atiku in any debate. Well, in case you are not aware, there have been arguments between the two political parties after Atiku Abubakar granted a TV interview where the Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu group posted about 6 flaws relating to the interview with Atiku Abubakar. Well, in response, Atiku Abubakar's team, Atiku Abubakar himself, that's the presidential candidate of the PDP, say Tinubu should not say anything concerning his interview, more especially as he hasn't done something like that. And they challenged him to an hour interview to test his mental presence, as they would put it. All right, still on the Punch newspaper, Nigeria's Amusan breaks a record and wins 100 meters hurdles gold. Hypertensive man dies as bribe-chasing LASMA men seize vehicle. And based on the ASU strike, Varsity unions back NLC Pro lecturers protest. Varsity unions back NLC Pro lecturers protest, and that's scheduled for Tuesday and Wednesday. That's tomorrow and the next. Tinubu Shetima will move Nigeria forward, and that is coming from a group. Anambra police kill 2 men and recover arms and vehicle. Northeast group condemns federal government's planned motorcycle ban. And Enugu motorist shot after crushing policemen at a checkpoint. Gunmen shot dead Lagos-based businessman in Kwara State. And defrauded house seekers protest and say police released suspect. Protests as Ibubagu operatives kill students and injure others. And on business here, financial crisis, NTAA audits distressed airlines. Removal of subsidy, NNPC import monopoly will end queues. That is coming from marketers. And operators may earn 4.37 trillion naira from marginal oil fields. And on politics here, Tinubu's Muslim ticket, ill-advised. That is coming from Kogi ex-governor Chief Clarence Olafemi. Registered voters hit 7 million in Lagos. And Atiku placing personal ambition over National Assembly interest. And that is coming from Tinubu's ally Adeyeye. You must perform, billionaire brother tells Osun governor-elect. And Muslim ticket, Nigerians who vote for APC, coming from former Lagos State Governor and Minister of Works and Housing, Fashola. On entertainment here on the Punch newspaper, full list. BB Niger Season 7 welcomes 12 more housemates. And check out all the new housemates. The BB Niger Season 7 tagged the Level Up season. All right, my hit song, Free Madness, was a mistake, coming from Terry G. And fans hailed Thames for Black Panther's 2 soundtrack. And also on this report, on this paper, Black Panther 2 premieres on November 11th. Interesting. All right, moving on away from the Punch newspaper, crossing over now to the Daily Trust newspaper. Prepare for flood, NIMET tells Northeast and Southwest states. institutes to facilitate research among young scholars. And Osibanjo thanks Nigerians and hospital after surgery. Ex-Buhari's aide offers scholarship to talented Kanu out-of-school girl. And a Gangan invasion. Sarakin Fulani may sue Igboho. Count us out of kidnapping attack in Edo State. And that is coming from Sarakin Fulani. And how Kanu PDP crisis might affect its chances in the next election. How ransom blockade triggered hostage beating video. And appeal court president loses another son. I have kept service chiefs on their toes. That is coming from President Buhari. And security forces not clueless. Presidency reacts to terrorist threat. And your memory may be failing. Atiku fires fresh shot at Tinubu. We'll check out the back and forth between these two presidential candidates and the political parties on the Daily Trust newspaper. And other reports here, this one's on business. It says, man to federal government, remove 7.5% VAT on diesel. And Dangote urges federal government to make gas available to local manufacturers. On politics here, what Christians should do about APC's same-faith ticket. That is coming from Governor Fayemi. Vote buying evil force threatening Nigeria's democracy. Coming from Sanusi. And Ebonyi governorship. No one can take my ticket. Coming from Senator Ogba. My donation to APC women. My donations to APC women leader others has no political undertone. Who is saying this? The NNPP candidate. And that's it from the Daily Trust newspaper. Crossing over now to the Daily Post newspaper this Monday morning. APC presidential primary delegates who collected money are regretting now. Well, guess who is saying this? Amechi, a former presidential aspirant under the platform of the APC. Terrorist threat. Bury your head in shame, Ohaneze is saying to Buhari's government. And tension as 400 level student goes missing in Osun State. How musicians, celebrities influence election outcome. And Tinubu, Muslim ticket, political strategy. Fayemi tells Khan. Well, checking out this report, how musicians and celebrities influence election outcome. Politicians are beginning to rely on the persuasive power of celebrities like musicians and actors to get votes during election. Well, according to a report by the Daily Post newspaper, some of these celebrities have been able to influence the outcome of elections in favor of their preferred candidates. Well, a good instance is a situation that's played out during the just concluded governorship election in Osun State, where we saw David Adeleke, popularly known as Davido, campaign for the PDP candidates, and later on he won the election. Well, check out the full report on the Daily Post newspaper. On the reports, read, this one says, bishops that attended Shetima's unveiling might not be real. Bishops that attended Shetima's unveiling might not be real, coming from Amechi. President Buhari makes fresh appointment. And what appointment is our president making? Well, we'll check out that report on the Daily Post newspaper subsequently. Tinubu is saying this, praying in public should stop. Fashola opens up on Muslim ticket. Praying in public should stop. How musicians, celebrities influence election outcome. And royal family confirms the passage of Oyo monarch as saying. All right, still on the Daily Post newspaper. Davido's father threatens Osun governor-elect Ademola Adeleke. And we worked for PDP without benefits. Some Cross River youths decamp. If Obi loses, then God created Nigeria to suffer. Okay, who is saying this? Mbazulike, Amechi, and other reports. This one says, herbalist rapes 14-year-old patient in Adamawa State, and 2 wedding guests die in Jigawa accident and others injured. 1 dies in Zumba boat mishap. And checking out what this report says, President Buhari makes fresh appointment. Well, the presidency has announced the appointment of Honorable Nasiru Babale Ila as President Muhammadu Buhari's new senior special assistant to National Assembly matters. This was made known through a statement signed by Garuba Shehu, a spokesman to the president, that the president approved the appointment of Honorable Nasiru, a product of Victory College, Alexandria, and West London College in the United Kingdom. All right, and that's it from the Daily Post newspaper. I'm crossing over now to the Guardian newspaper. On the Guardian this morning, this one has the lead story. Consumers, firms brace for higher prices amid energy crisis. Real estate global markets to reach $5.85 trillion by 2023. And federal government confirms 16 cases of monkeypox from 12 states. Train attack shock as terrorists vow to kidnap Buhari and El Rufai. Toby Amuson wins historic World Athletics Championship gold for Nigeria. And NSCDC arrests 8 suspects for alleged dealing in petroleum products. And industrial court orders varsity to pay lecturer 5 years allowance. Udenwa denies involvement in Imo killings, and Southeast traders condemned proposed ban on motorcycle commercial operation nationwide. And final stories on the Guardian newspaper: African solutions to African problems and reframing science innovation. Well, quickly crossing over now to the BBC to check out what is happening on the international scene. Myanmar military executes 4 democracy activists. And still on the BBC, Russia charges Ukraine army members with war crimes. California wildfire grows amid heat wave. An air-conditioned French shop stalled to short doors. Chess robot breaks 7-year-old finger. And the Pope's pilgrimage of penance to Canada, face-to-face with the bandit warlords of Nigeria. And Musk denies affair with Google co-founder's wife. Deadline looms as crisis hit, Evergrande bosses quit. And Afghan trans woman finds new home in Brighton. Launch moves China closer to space station Global. And abductors assault train attack victims in video. Well, according to this report, a video emerged in Nigeria which appears to show an armed group with some of the hostages that were seized from a train in March. Well, in the video, although it has not been verified, we'll check out what this story brings. Egypt court 6 live TV execution of woman killer. Nigeria's Toby Amuson sets hurdles world record. And Myanmar military execute 4 democratic activists. And India first tribal president take oath of office. India's first tribal president takes oath of office. And police raid Kenya VP linked office ahead of polls. And deadline looms as crisis hit, Evergrande bosses quit. Finally, here on the BBC, helpline calls increase after Samo Farah report. And that's it from the BBC. That's how we wrap it up on this session, this Super Headlines Review. Or do want to send us a reaction on whatever you think on this headlines to 0807 400 9076. Coming up at the top of the hour is Sports Fiesta. Or do well to say to get all the updates you need.